And we are a go. Hey, how's it going? Howdy, 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 everybody. It is good to be back. And here again on YouTube's. Gonna be doing some more editing and some more just general talking about the streaming world or anything else that comes up. Yeah, because these kind of streams are, kind of chill, relax. We might play a game, we might not. We'll just continue talking for like an hour or two, depends on how things go tonight. Totally up in the air. Anywho, so yeah, I did a live stream last Friday, and I was supposed to be editing it yesterday and earlier today, but I did not. So I'm going to be doing that tonight instead of making a video. But you know what? That's okay. No one really does plans when they plan it. But who does that? All right, so I got everything that I usually use in DaVinci Resolve. Like the plugins I usually use. I use the there's a end card where basically what happens, it takes what you're looking here and it shrinks it down to a small little quarter size for your end card with a link or with the spacing for a playlist or whatever you want, with a little type like "thank you for watching" or anything like that underneath it. So it does it automatically, and it's a plugin made by an awesome guy called Patrick Sterling. If you haven't seen any of his videos on YouTube, you might want to go ahead and give it a check or go watch him. Especially if you do a lot of video editing in DaVinci Resolve. So another thing I'm having to do is I'm redoing everything. So I'm just creating some folders for myself. So, two-tone waffle. This one is... Which one is this video? Make sure I get the right one added. And videos, two-tone waffle. No, I put in it different. Oh, where the hell did I put it? Thanks, Stream Elements Spot. Started. Oh, what the hell did I do with it? Alright, there we go. I put it exactly where it should be. That's where I put it. Alright, so let me go ahead and copy the title. So I like to keep everything where it's in one place. Create, so it's all titled the same way and correctly. Yeah, I'm not too worried about. I'll change that later. Let me go ahead and change my view here. So this is the video I did about creating a gilded roleplay server. So what I'm going to be doing tonight is editing it down to where it's because I know I did a couple things wrong, or I didn't do different takes, I should say. So let me go ahead put some of the stuff in the media pool. And bloop, change. I also need to do my intro. But yeah, it's gotta download the intro. Come on. Hopefully this. I don't know why it's taking this long. While I'm waiting for that, let me go ahead and send out a tweet. Might have to cancel that. No, this. Oh, it's DaVinci is not responding. Ah, there we go. We did it. Download complete. The fun has started, and you don't want to miss it. So, what was it? Run. Ooh. The link post is. Helps if I do the right one. I gotta share the correct link. Copy that, close that. Doop, 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 doop. And I'm gonna put it in my now live. Under videos, right? Yep. GIF file or GIF. And there we go. Okay. So I don't need to do it in card because I have that plugin that does it for me. And yeah, so it's pretty much, I can work on the music later because I can add that stuff in later. All right, so let's go to edit. I want to add that. I know I messed up the my intro just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm pretty good at doing a single take from start to beginning with minimal flubbing. Is that the correct word? Sure. Why not? And we're live. Yeah. Okay. I was making sure my audio is working. It's just much easier to deal with the audio if I'm not working with Voicemeeter. I don't have that installed. Again, like I said last Friday, I am running everything through just my through the computer into the Rodecaster Pro, and then that's it. Before I would have to be doing that and going through Voicemeeter. So unfortunately, I'm not able to separate out. But I am, if I do any kind of gilded voice capabilities for community nights or having people come in and doing stuff like that, I run gilded on my Fire tablet, which I also use for Touch Portal for extra stuff I'm adding in. So I have the audio for gilded going through a PTRS cable into the back as another channel that I can control, mute, and lower in volume and raise the volume if need be. So this is like a physical Voicemeeter. It's also I know a lot of streamers use a GoXLR, but from my use case scenario that I usually go through, this is before the pandemic hit. I needed something that to do in podcast that I do with also the Geek 2.0 podcast is sometimes would be planning a remote or going out somewhere and doing a podcast episode there. So I needed something where I have at least 4 inputs, 4 XLR input, which Rodecaster Pro is perfect for. Not the Go XLR because that's only a single XLR input. It's great for if you're just streaming and that's all you do, but I needed something more than that. And this costs about the same as a Go XLR. Yeah, it doesn't have the audio routing that a lot of people love. This is more hardware based. So you can't separate in like on the what is it, software based that the Go XLR has to, you know, your different things. There's a different approach that the Rodecaster does. So there is that. And you know, it works out pretty good. It works out fine. I tested it. The only issue, because I do use voice mod for, you know, so I
can do voices and stuff like that. It's different
things. So yeah, I like to play around with voice mod.
So there's that. So I got the only software based thing I'm using is with the voice mod. What is this notification? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get started on editing this video because I want to get it done and ready to go for posting tomorrow. All my videos I do for like what I'm calling as a Streamer Nova section or segment goes to the Collective Networks YouTube channel. And it'd be a good idea to go ahead and pop a like do a like and subscribe over on that channel, because not only am I posting videos like this, we also do the Geek 2.0 podcast is also there as well. And I'm going to be doing another podcast, trying to get some things situated, like what it's going to be about. It's going to be about indie games. Excuse me. I'm going to be doing that with somebody called Captain Notes. He's actually on streams and does a lot of content creation here on YouTube as well. So I'm going to be getting with him so we can start gelling things together so we can get this up and running and get some cover art, get everything all nice and run and set up. So be on the lookout for that as well. I'm just going to go ahead and let's go ahead and continue. If you ever needed a way to get if you ever needed a way to get your local community together in a more sustainable way with calendars, forums, and chat, voice chat, so Driven might be the best way for you. I think this is a take on people. Alright, so that's the one I wanted. If you ever needed Okay, so I want to go ahead, cut this section here. Delete. If you ever needed a way to get if you ever needed a way to get it, what I need to raise it. Actually, I needed to cut that right there. If you ever needed a way to get your roleplay community together in a more sustainable way, with founders and forums and chat and voice chat, well, what might be the best for you? Alright, so that's where I cut right there. And then you cut this next section out. Now, one thing, no, what? All right, there we go. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, don't be hesitant in asking, whether in the live chat here or if you're watching the video after the fact, because I will keep this up on the Two-Tone Waffle channel as a past live stream. So if you got any questions or anything like that, go ahead, post in the live chat or in the comments down below. You know how this YouTube thing works. So I need to put in my intro. Look at that, it's pretty much spot on, the correct framing. So let me go ahead and cut this. I need to move you out. Actually, I want to do. I need to do video transitions. I want to do a cross dissolve. Yeah, do that. Let's do it on both elements. There we go. And let's go ahead and put that on the end and the beginning of the next section. I'm going to move this in. Now, one thing with no what? Now, one thing that yielded is there we go. Yeah, I just like to try to keep things. I'm not big on overdoing things. Of course, that's I'm just also increasing my knowledge on DaVinci Resolve and how to do video editing as well. So that's what I'm also learning as we go along. It helps by doing this as well. Each time I do it, it increases my knowledge. That's why I like the thing. Continue. There we go. So I'm playing around with the different things, and eventually everyone says it when you do a YouTube search for how to get more subs or how to get more views on your channels. Everyone, well, I'm not gonna say everyone, a large portion of the people say that you have to put through at least 100 crappy videos. To me, that's kind of disingenuous. Just to say you have to at least start doing 100 videos and doing this for at least 6 months in order to start building or try to build any kind of a community or viewers and subs come in constantly. I'm only on, what is this, my 8th or maybe 10th video, so I'm still far away. I still got 90 videos to go through to actually see any kind of high returns. But you know what? You just have to keep pushing through and creating content that you feel that other people will want to see or watch. That's just my takeaway of it. So now, one thing that Let me see if I can do this. Now, one thing that Gilded is very awesome about is having a lot of different things, or content creators, streamers. I did pretty good on the remaining. I think this is gonna be my longest video. At least 15 minutes. So I'm just scrubbing through because I believe I did the remaining 15 minutes of this is no problem. Offers a lot of stuff and potential for your community. Now I'm going to show you how to set up a roleplay server. Oh, I did. I had to cut some things out because I was golfing. So here's your main view. You want to click on the bottom left here and go to your servers, where you see create a server option right here on the bottom. Now, of course, you have name already. Go ahead, type in. Go ahead and put in. Yeah, this is my second go on creating a roleplay server, Gilded roleplay server video. I can probably cut this out. A lot of dead air. So let's go ahead and browse one of our suppose one of our so let's go ahead and browse. Okay, there's that. Cut that. One of our and do a jump cut. This is one of the things I want to cut. Okay. So delete that. We're going to put in browse. We're going to put in this logo. So it's nice. That's actually pretty good. Continue. Now this section you don't really need to worry about because again, pretty impressed. Catered more for a gaming community. Now I'm just going through because I know there's maybe two spots later in the video, but I want to make sure you go through scrub through the whole thing, just to be sure. One way, the first step you gotta do is let's go ahead and set up an application. I also can't put when I do the audio, I have to make sure I use just stream beats because if I use Epidemic Sound, I don't have a license for that on the collective network, only on the 2-ton network or 2-ton waffle sites. I think also because I took my time on this, I've gone more in depth in the different aspects of the different sections I cover. Roleplay community. So once you get all your questions, you can preview what it looks like. So this is what it looks like on the user. Now, if you're wondering why it sounds sped up, it's because I'm going 2 times speed. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing at 1-to-1. Because a lot of people are doing gilded videos, but they're not niching down to, okay, this is how to create a roleplay gilded server. They're just doing how to create a gilded server, or how to do a bot. I've done those as well, but I wanted to get through and say, hey, this is how you do a gilded roleplay server. Because gilded is just not for streamers and gaming communities and stuff like that. It's for everybody, and I think it does a better job for roleplay servers than Discord could ever do. That's just my personal opinion, because Discord is great for as a chat app, but anything else is not good. And we'll talk a little bit more about any kind of like streaming stuff, gilded stuff, after doing this little editing. Because I've been slacking, I'm procrastinating. I'm a procrastinator. I put stuff off to the very last minute, or if I don't do it at all. I'm just waiting to get to. I'm already at almost at 10 minutes, so I'm close. Like I said, I think this is gonna be about 15-minute video because I did about 22 minutes. I already cut out a good portion of this. Now, once you're done, let's call this the world of Bartude. I don't know where I came up with the Bartude. I know I rambled on a little bit there. It's all right. Who cares? I didn't want to create, like a half-hour video. I try to frame doing certain things in as less amount of time as it's possible to do it or explain it easily. That's just how I look at it. Oh, there's the first cough. Oh, before I get too in depth, let's go ahead and save this project, just in case it crashes or something happens. There it is. I can tell when I hit the mute button. And so I can delete that part right now. And you can put in a description of what this picture is, and you can also use tags. It's completely optional. Done. Once you're finished, you can also title it as well. So it gives you. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. It's like, you can title your images. And, it helps describe what the people are looking at. That you want to share. There are videos you found like a picture of something. It's like, thanks. found a video.
I didn't know what it was.
Helps you inspire your role building or your character design or anything like that. You can put it here for other people to look over and say, oh, okay, I understand this character a little bit better. Now I see this.
Another thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to render this video while I'm doing this live stream.
Let's say you want to add
Because I want to keep, you know,
voice chat or a voice
because trying to render
role play.
and stream at the same time, I don't think it's going to work out
People like
too
it
well.
as well. Or you know, just get creative in getting your members together over voice. Well, what you can do, same thing. Click on the voice chat or the voice channel type, and then go ahead. Let's title it.
You can tell my voice
Voice chat. Let's make it.
was getting a little rough there.
Public or not, it's totally up to you. And you can have multiple versions of it. So hit create. Now you can also add subgroups or different rooms.
Now, why am I going at single speed when double it?
Let's go ahead and add idea board. So you can see there is so much potential.
Okay, so we're getting close. We're at 15 mark. I got one more call. Yep. And here's the water.
Easier to start figuring things out.
There we go. I knew I had 2 or 3 in this video. I had to cut this part out. That's a nice thing about editing.
Now, on
Just take out the bad parts that you don't want. Like right now, I'm going to take a small little drink break. Voila.
it's a lot easier to start figuring things out. Now, you can also put in
A small little jump cut
text
there.
chat as well. So you can say this one, you want to change the name of it. Of course, same thing with the other settings.
Yeah, again, I think this is going to be my to date longest video that I've produced so far.
You have your different settings within the world or location. Again, it's completely up to you. I did mention
Yeah, I almost forgot the calendar and scheduling aspect in this video. Hey Naya, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome to my editing, the different side of my streaming. Here on Tubes of You. Little change of pace from, you know, the Fallout games.
And here is where all your members can come together and say, this date and this date.
It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. I should have done this earlier, but you know what? I procrastinated, and I'm just doing it now. It's content. And I think that was the only one I remember. There's a little breaks I had to edit out.
Now I can't really do that because I'm the only member here within this new service. But you get the idea. Now we go back to calendar. Our new event where all of our members are available shows up right there.
Oh, you're writing your final essay? Nice. Well, hopefully, good luck on it. Yeah, I do the same thing too. I'm trying to get better at that. I'm setting up a workflow that I do for any kind of like video ideas and the like. So like this one I have set up where it's in the filming process, but no, I have to move it to post-production. And then I gotta change it into scheduled upload and make sure I build a thumbnail. I already got a thumbnail and then description and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get better where I'm not so procrastinating on a lot of stuff. Yeah, I can do that tomorrow. Right? That's just tomorrow. That's future me's problem, right? And I cut out this last part here. Now I gotta figure where I want to do my end card.
Definitely need to be looking at some more videos to set you guys up for Gilded and your Gilded adventure going forward. But until next time, listen up.
I think right about there is good. Actually, I'll put it right there. So let me go ahead. I gotta turn this clip to a compound. And where is... Oh, I know. There's in-screen plugin. So what this is going to do is, let me make sure it renders. Writing a paper on the different accessories for firearms, and including the different firearm acts that dictate when you need certain licensing for the weapons. Oh, that's a very topical topic, or topical discussion, especially during this past couple years, and all the way up to today, and to maybe into the future as well. That's a pretty not heavy, but it's heavy, Doc. But that's actually a really good discussion that brings a lot of discussion. Wow, I'm going with the double words, really. That's a good discussion for a discussion. I like to talk and talk with talking words. You know, when you got certain things that you want to say, but you can't find the right words. Whatever.
Definitely need to be
All right,
looking
so
at some
it
more
should
videos
pop.
to set you guys up for Gilded
There we
and
go.
your Gilded
Okay.
adventure going forward. But until next
It is
time,
not finished rendering it.
have a good one and keep creating.
There we go. That works. So let me go ahead, open up the text, because I got to change. Now, did I guess your professor or anything gave you like the topics, or just like you guys go and talk amongst yourselves type of deal? How'd that work? No, I want to use Monster App. Instead of comma, this is and. And I'll also use Monster App for that. So I have an end card set ready to go. And don't get me started, there is so much out there. Some of it isn't true. One senator gave the wrong figures of rate of fire for AR-15 and matched that. But yeah. Well, I was just watching, or saw on Twitter where I forget, I think it was Louisiana, where the senator was, they were talking about school something, school curriculum, and he came up with it. Well, if they want to talk about, let's say, the topic of slavery, you know, the good, the bad, and of course, the other people were like, dude, there's no good of the slavery. What? Get that through your thick skull, dummy. There are discussions, but I mainly do a lot of research and delving into the topics. So it's more doing papers rather than participating. Oh, that's awesome that you actually have someone. Well, a lot of college professors are more the, I say a lot, I didn't say all, are more of the free thinking, push you when you needed to be pushed kind of, you know, teachers. Instead of, you know, like in the elementary, middle, and high school, whatever, where you gotta follow by the book. And if you do not follow the book, then you are the demon spawn of hell. Alright, so I got everything cut that I needed. Let me go ahead and save the project so I don't mess anything up. Go to the front.
Up your gilded roleplay server.
Come on. That's a good transition. And of course I have music bed.
Now, one thing that guild.
Okay. That works. Now I got to figure out I gotta put in some calls to actions. Some CTAs, as it's called in the biz. So let me go to titles and I need to put, where did I put it? There. Nope, that's subtitles. Where is it? Oh. Master Soul. Wrong button there. Alright, so I'm really not sure if I should put YouTube on it, but I'll put Twitter and Twitch. This one's gonna be first, Twitcher. Twitcher's one. Follow me at Twitter. When I write the papers, I'll give a presentation on them normally because he's usually impressed, and I do a shit ton of digging. Analyze the mass shooting in New Zealand in 2019 for this class. Okay, I know that was probably rough to go through. I know I'm not the type of person that gets not jaded, but shaken certain things, or a lot of things, but it's certain things kind of put you, it's just like I can only watch it once, and I know, like, when 10 years ago after 9/11, you know, the beheading videos, like I saw it, I'm like, people that do this are disgusting and probably should be like nuked into the ground, but I'm not gonna go through and be like, oh, have you seen this video? Dude, it's so gross, it's gnarly, dude. Watch it. I'll send you a link, yo. Listen here, bro. No. I'm not gonna give them the satisfaction that they get any more views. They don't need it. And this should be good. I want it to render. We'll let that go through. what's going to happen is going to pop up. Now, I'm going to show you how to set up the roleplay server. So let's go ahead and get started with Now, I'm going to show you how to set up the roleplay server. So let's go ahead and get started with getting. Okay. Now this is going to render when it's done in the background. Yeah, something like the New Zealand shooting, and what was it? Sweden. Somewhere, I think it was in the Netherlands. The attack out there in the camp. It's like a campground. Yeah, it was really rough. I ended up watching the video that the shooter live streamed to Facebook of it. Analyzed weapon use, deployment force when it arrived. Yeah. Some of those things, just like you just have to look at it, and you have to kind of separate yourself from that. These are actually people that live their lives, or lived, if the case of the victims and stuff like that. And who cares about the shooter? We don't want to deal with that ass. They don't need any kind of publicity or any copycat. But yeah, it's just more of the victims. And like in the Paris attacks a couple years ago, there's a lot of things where people kind of try to, what's the term? Not over exaggerate, but not overwhelm. Words are escaping me tonight. What is it? Glamorize the act itself and the people who perform the act, while belittling the victims of said act. It's just the wrong way to go about it. It's a lot of the stuff needs to be taught and discussed, not in the fact of to glamorize it, like I said, but to talk about why and how it happened. That's just how I look at things. It's like, you know, the Holocaust is a terrible dark mark in our history, but we need to talk about it. And of course, the dummies going out there and say denying it that ever happened. Just stop. You're just making yourself sound dumber than you really are. I'm digging how the weapon was manufactured and such, but I was appalled with what happened. 29 people died, but I didn't talk about the shoot. Yeah, thank you. Just about how incidents like this affect gun control, which New Zealand and a lot of countries have a zero tolerance. Not to go too political here, because we can go down that slippery road, and I don't want YouTube to be like, well, you're talking about this, but a lot of things could be done a lot better here. Shouldn't be any glamorization, but truth and facts of the case. There shouldn't be any excuses to why it happened. Exactly. There is no excuse. You can't say, oh, because of X caused Y to happen, or vice versa, or whatnot. It's just, it's just that there are bad people out there. Yeah, it happens. And to say that, oh, if we do this, take care of all this, then be no problem. Like, no, there'll still be a problem for your community. Now, I'm going to show you how to set up the roleplay server. So let's. I'm going to go and put. I don't want too many in one spot. What we're editing is actually a video that I did last Friday. Is creating a roleplay gilded server and setting things up, because a lot of people talk about creating a gilded server for streamers or gaming communities and stuff like that, but no one really talks about how this can also be good for the roleplay community, because it does offer not just your voice chat and regular chat rooms, but also has a scheduler, has a calendar, has a place for your documents, a place for media sharing. What else does it have? It has a whole bunch. Oh, and forums in it. So think of it like Discord, but on steroids, but better. So I do a lot of videos. I've done a lot of videos on not Discord, Gilded, like setting up a support bot, also setting it up for notifications for going live on Twitch, and just normal bot stuff. I'm going through learning more and more, doing video editing and getting my first 100 videos so I can start on the path of getting better with this videoing. Wow. Video editing. And it's only Tuesday. Holy crap. This is gonna be Twitch. Twitch is gonna be and then I want to use Montserrat because I just like that. Yeah, this video I think is gonna be my longest one. I think it's at 15 or 16 minutes. I usually try to keep them around a 10-minute mark. There we go. Hell, you can even write it with on parchment paper with a quill if you want to go so full immersion on it. There we go. So these little calls to action, little things that come up from the bottom, show what you put in there, and it automatically disappear. Oh, you can even write gaming live streams. Yeah, okay. There we go. That works. So then what I can do is I can copy and paste these two, because I don't need to do a YouTube one because you're gonna be watching it on YouTube. Come watch this YouTube video on YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna put one more. I'm gonna copy this guy. And let's put you right there. Oh, so you're going to be moving to a new apartment in June. Nice. Awesome. Well, congratulations and good luck. I know, hopefully you guys, this weather is up not too bad for moving. Down here in Florida, it's the worst. It's almost like 90 degrees with 90% humidity, and trying to move people and heavy furniture. No, thank you. I've done that a couple times, helping friends move and families. But yeah, tomorrow I'm doing some more Fallout 76, and I did play for about like 20-30 minutes this afternoon after the servers came back up. It snowed. Global warming, it doesn't exist. we we don't affect any climate change. Okay, boomer. Yeah. It's actually, I got up to 2 or 3 on the scorecard. I'm gonna be trying to get as much or get through it as much as possible, or get all the way through to 100 levels on that battle pass. I call that a battle pass. Oh, it's normal for a beat? Okay. Well, you're up there in the frozen tundra, you know. Well, it's just south of the frozen tundra. Don't you know? Alright, so that is complete. Let's go ahead and save it. Or do you betcha? What are you guys talking about? I just love that. Oh, the stereotypes. The stereotypes. Sounds. I told you this before about the used to work next to this bolt upholstery guys, and the owner and his sons that were from Canada, and of course the guy was just pure Canadian, eh? And we're going to have to go out to the boat and change out, you know, the upholstery. Hey, look at that! One of the timers went off. Wondering if that actually worked. Ooh, I gotta change that. That's my old one. Don't go to that one. They're not stereotypes. If it's true, that is very true. Oh, I have to change that. Stream elements. That link is no longer valid. Yeah, the reason why I had the 2-ton waffle spelled out like that is because when I did the 2 with the number, for some odd reason, Twitter decided to suspend my account. Yeah. And it took them almost, I think it was 2 months. I sent in the appeal. It took them almost 2 months to release that suspension. So I was like, oh, thanks guys. Now I had everything all situated to go to that particular account and not the one with the number, which I originally wanted. Twitter. So let's change that from TWO to the number 2. And it is saved. Next time it goes through, it won't be the wrong one. All right, so now I gotta add some music. Now I usually do, where is it? Content, audio, copyright free music. Is this the one? That's a little loud. That's not the right one either. Because I use Stream Beats. Pretty much, this is what you're hearing right now. I use Stream Beats and music from Epidemic Music, or Epidemic Sound. But the Epidemic Sound, you can only have it if you have to pay for a license for, like my YouTube, anything under the two-tone waffle. So I have everything that. This video I'm doing is going onto another channel that I run, which doesn't have the correct a license for Epidemic. So I just use Streambeat, which there is plenty to choose from. And I've done that many a times. Is it under audio asset music? Actually, I'm just going to put music in the front part because it doesn't really need music all the way through. So let's go to front. I want to add in a new audio track. Zoom in. And this is going to be audio 2. I want it -30.
If you ever needed a way to get your roleplay community together in a more sustainable way with calendars and forums and a chat and voice chat, well, Gilded might be the best fit for you. So let's go ahead and get this started setting up your Gilded roleplay server. Come on.
I'm going to cut it off here.
Now, one thing that Gilded is very awesome about is having a lot of different things for content creators, streamers, different things.
Let me cut that there. Blade. And gonna do a crossfade down. That's gonna be crossfade up.
If you ever needed a way to get your roleplay community together in a more sustainable way with calendars and forums and a chat and voice chat, well, Gilded might be the best fit for you. So let's go ahead and get this started setting up your Gilded roleplay server. Come on.
There we go. That works.
Now, one thing that Gilded is very awesome about is having.
That works. Usually what I did in the last pretty much every video prior is I did a music bed throughout the whole entire video. I don't think, especially with these type of tutorial videos, that you need a music bed throughout the entire thing. Maybe it's just the beginning because it fits. It's kind of like, all right, first 20, 30 seconds describing what we're doing, and then let's go roll intro back into it, and then let's start the tutorial. So that's my thinking. I'm playing with different ideas and things of how to do this. So actually, let's go ahead, save it, save project. And this project is done.
Now, so let's go ahead and hit continue.
And then
everything's set up, ready to go.
Scrunches and drops. Nice. Sweet. So like I said before, I'm not gonna start rendering it because I don't want to start a render project while I'm streaming. So I can easily do that afterwards. I can work on I have the thumb. No, I don't have the thumbnail, so I'll do that next. I have the thumbnail of the live stream, but not of the actual video. Because I do my live stream thumbnails are exactly what you saw here. They're the same things as how I just changed out the title. Because it kind of keeps everything together. Yes, I save it. There we go. Whoa! Oh yeah, that's the chat. Um, I was working trying to get YouTube chat to show up in my YouTube live streams. For some reason, I wasn't getting it to work correctly in Stream Elements, so I went to Streamlabs and did it. This is from Streamlabs. I don't like Streamlabs. I don't like their practices of how predatory practices with streamers and how they operate. So Stream Elements is actually has a YouTube chat are working. So I'm gonna change this out for that. Make things where I'm only using one service and that's it. And I'm also using a Nerd or Die, the amused chat overlay layout, whatever you want to call it. But I forgot how big it is. Okay. Oh, but you know what? Actually, this is pretty cool because I like how it's it goes up into my video feed, which it kind of breaks the immersion. And that's what I wanted. Oh, let me turn on. Turn the music back on there, buddy. Do. Yeah, I've been experimenting with live streaming here on YouTube for a while, a little bit now, and there are pros and cons for both YouTube and Twitch. And one of the things is that I can stream at a higher bit rate. Oh yeah, Streamlabs is really, their focus is more on, hey, get a Prime subscription so you can use all this stuff, this cool overlays, pay $20 a month for stuff you can get for free on the other guys. Like, it wasn't always like that. It used to be before the introduction of the Prime. They started beta testing. I was involved in their beta testing of their apps, and when they did the Streamlabs OBS, a lot of that stuff was cool. It's like, hey, you can add all this stuff easily within your OBS or their version of OBS. But all of a sudden, those free things started ending up behind a paywall, one by one by one. Like all the apps, it says, oh, you can no longer do this. You have to be under our Streamlabs Prime. Okay, how much is that? Oh, it's $20 a month. Excuse me? Exactly. And you know what? Stream Elements is pretty much the same thing. Is you get the overlays are free. The chatbot is free. Even if you want to use the chatbot, it's totally up to you. You're free to use Nerd or Die or Own TV or your own personal overlays, because this is all the stuff I made, and I put it up through into OBS. Of course, I try to keep my browser sources down, but you can easily have all this as one single browser source in Stream Elements. Except for this. You can't really do that in Stream Elements. That's a plugin with OBS. I mean, you can have the no, actually, you can't even have this in Stream Elements. It's basic Stream Elements. You can have your overlay. That's fine. You'll have to do this in OBS with the game capture within a window. But having it as a 3D effect, it's called Stream Effects plugin. Oh, and if you have, what is it? If you have 100 followers on Twitch, you can use the SE Pay service that they have in Stream Elements that further protects you from chargebacks. Hey, I'm not here to say you got to use OBS is better than Slobs. My personal preference is Slobs is more resource intensive, and all it is their version of OBS that they made. It's a fork of OBS, and it's true. It's like they have one item that I wish OBS had is the first scene recording, video recording. So if I wanted to record just my gameplay, I would have to use Streamlabs OBS. I can't do it in regular OBS. Just want to protect yourself. You may have a beef PC, but oh yeah, and that's complete. That's fair. I know a lot of people that use Streamlabs OBS and have no problems. It's just the Streamlabs company itself, meh. Now there are differences between the two. When in Streamlabs, when you sign in, because now you only stream to Twitch. That's no problem on you. But for myself and other people, I stream to both Twitch and YouTube, so I need a different accounts on for both. For Stream Elements, there's an issue because with my overlays, if I have a new subscriber shows up for YouTube, I have to have that as a separate alert window from my Twitch alert window. Because with Stream Elements, they see those accounts as separate accounts within your main account that you do. Hopefully I'm explaining that correctly. I hope. It's just how the different things, how they work is a little bit different on each one, but how they deal with putting stuff behind a paywall, they can go screw with that. All right, let's do that. Oh. Wanted to zoom in. And there's and they were the first to do any kind of Twitch alerts as a third party. So they do have a leg up until they got bought by Corsair, and a lot of things were thrown behind paywalls. It's just, nah. Yeah, you haven't had a chargeback yet. But I really don't want one. You don't. It sucks, really. It sucks. Because there are those people that will do that. Say, hey, here's $50. Doing an awesome job, brah. And then before the 30 days or however the limit is, they go through and say, oh no, this was sent in error. I want to charge back. Now, the $50 gets removed from your account, plus the fees for doing that chargeback is removed from you as well. It's like $15 or $20. I forget how much. It's a large amount. Well, it's not that much, but if there is a lot of chargebacks, then it adds up. And then as a streamer, you have to pay it. So it's kind of like, it's like those people kind of go, screw you, and just totally mess with you. But stream elements, but you have to have 100 followers to start that SE Pay, which has the chargeback protection. Let's see, this is, what was this? What am I doing? Who am I? Where am I? Who are you? No, I wanted to do it with the caps lock on. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Because I know you stream, Naya, because I've watched a couple of your streams, and I know last night you were streaming as well. Especially for someone who's in college, your time is you pretty much you stream whenever you can. I got it. Yeah, it's normally weekends, but that will change because I graduate this weekend. Awesome. Good job. Of course, now comes the student loan debt, if you had that. And get a job, you slacker. That's awesome that you're graduating. Good for you. I have to just another line down. There we go. That's better. You're not excited about the debt, but an interview for security. Oh, nice. There you go. At least you're getting the ball rolling with something, though. Squeeze that in a little bit. There we go. Make sure it's lined up. Oop. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do that. I gotta find a image. I only have about 40,000 in debt. Oh, well, that's actually, over the grand scheme of things, that is not that bad. That's pretty much a that's a Ford truck right there. It's what an F-150 or F-250. I can only think of that correlation. do learn how to spell, buddy. Your friend has 50. Oof, 1 semester? Ouch. What, they being a doctor? Damn. That hurts. That really hurts. Well, roleplay is not the same as cosplay. Cosplay is something completely different. LARPing? Do I get any hits on that? Nope. That's just people. That's just photos of people playing. Not what I want. I guess I don't want to use this picture of a dude cosplaying as Aquaman. Sometimes some topics are hard to find photos for that you can use. Well, cosplay is a form of roleplay, so I'm trying not to find one, you know, like those random pictures at a con or somewhere where it's more of like a photo shoot out in the wilderness. Oh, no, I don't know about that one. That's not cosplay, it's somebody in a bikini. I've been thinking about, it's just like one of those things where it's like, that's a rabbit hole to go down. It can start to get very expensive. I looked at, I watched, actually I still watch a YouTube channel called Punished Props, and some of the work that they do is wow. And for like usual, it's like styrofoam and renovating, or not renovating, but reimagining a Nerf gun into something like a prop gun from a game or something, or a movie. Pretty amazing. Really, I'm starting to get text for auto insurance text messages. It's getting to the point where I don't use my phone as a phone, and I really don't text people. It's pretty much, I'm going to be starting to use something like Signal. Like, if you want to get in touch with me, download Signal, because I'm not going to talk with you. And this is getting pretty bad. Let's see here. Because I looked into, like, you know, because I love the show Stargate SG-1. And I wanted, like, you know what? That's probably a lot easier to get in my foot in the door. My daughter, she does it for like Halloween and stuff, but she likes to do the dress up. She likes she got her a Mercy costume because that's her favorite character in Overwatch. One of her favorite characters. Okay, that's just creepy. Can I bring this over? This is just creepy. That is the stuff of nightmares right there. Wow. I don't know what the motivation is. Like, want to be Joker? Oh yeah, you did it for mainly for Halloween as well. Okay. Oh, character from WoW. I played that game for about 2 weeks, and I couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into WoW. I don't know if it was just the gameplay or the graphics put me off of it, but it's just, I don't know. I mean, when I started playing MMOs, I played my first MMO was City of Heroes. Almost a decade ago. Wow, it's been that long? Holy crap. Over a decade. Because the game ran for about 6 or 7 years, and it's been almost 7 years since it shut down. Yeah, I would play every so often, but not continuously. Oh yeah. Actually, that's a cool photo. I'm gonna use that. Medium, save it. It's gonna go into the Unsplash. Graphics, Unsplash. Yeah, a game I like to play on occasion as well is it's called Secret World Legends. I've already mentioned it like many times before. It's an MMO, and it's based within modern times, and the basic premise of it is that all myth and legends are true. You can play as an Illuminati agent, Templar, or as a dragon. And it's try to save the world pretty much from the elder gods, you know, like Cthulhu, those type of things. So it's got a really good storyline. Unfortunately, it does sound pretty cool. Unfortunately, it's a Funcom game. So if you ever heard of Anarchy Online or Conan Exiles, they also do those games as well. But Funcom really never shuts down a game. Hell, Anarchy Online has been almost 30 years that game is still going. The servers are still up. People are still playing it. Not as many as when it first started, but it's still going. So it's unfortunate that there's really no active development. They still do their events, you know, like the anniversary event, or they have a Christmas, Valentine's, Halloween event. Halloween event is really big, especially in the SWL. I'm just gonna use this picture. There, that was good. Yeah, and of course I do a podcast about Secret World Legends with 2 other guys, Big Mikey Ocho and Jimmy the Rabbit. As you can see, the thumbnail right there. So we talk about all the different stuff, and usually we try to find out if there's any news coming up. Mostly we're just talking about different aspects of the game that we like. We run dungeons and stuff like similar to that, but it's pretty cool. I mean, there's enough content there for a new person that is not speed running their way through to actually have a good time, and it does take a bit of time to get through. So there's no lack of content. It's just when you get to the end game is what's left. I'm not knocking the game. I love it. It's just keep that in mind as you're playing, or don't. I mean, play it, and it's also free. It's a free to play game. They do offer a subscription payment model, but I mean, you can do a lot of things without actually paying for a membership or a subscription. Alright, so that actually looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and export this thumbnail. Oh, already had it. Oh. So I can differentiate one thumbnail to the other. I should have named this live stream thumbnail something a little bit different, but you live and you learn. I also got it. That's our last episode. I gotta go through and make sure I set things up. What was that? Okay. So I think that is pretty much it for the editing a thumbnail. I'm just going through my my listing here of what I need to do for tonight and for this. My checklist. My I should rename it my procrastination checklist. All right. Setting is, or the status is scheduled, because I gotta schedule it for tomorrow at 10 or 11. I think 10 o'clock. No, 11 o'clock. 10 o'clock is a better time for uploading videos. Which is weird because you think in the morning because it's encapsulating most of Europe, the UK, when the East Coast is up for an hour. And no, well, at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock is better too, because it's incorporating Europe, UK, and most of the time zones in the US and Canada and Mexico and South America. So it's a good time frame for a little bit of everybody. Yeah, so hopefully tomorrow I'm not gonna have any crashes with Fallout. Of course, I didn't really test it much this afternoon when I played a little bit, but I hope they fix some things. I haven't read through the entire changelog yet. I should do that so I can make some informed postings on it. Because that's what a good content creator does. Who says I'm good? I'm mediocre at best. Let's see here. Hope so. I should have my essay in the bulk packing up. Awesome. Yeah, no problem. Hey, you don't even have to ask. I mean, if you're on, just hop in or just let me know that you're on. That's all. So I can send you an invite. You don't have to feel like, can I play? Excuse me, sir. May I have another? You're a part of the crew. You and Flux. Thank you very much. Thank you. Calm and collective voice for streaming. I don't believe in that's not my thing, is to be one of these shouty, you gotta scream at every little thing in a game. Now I will say, if I'm playing Overwatch or Paladins or a game like that, I do on occasion I try to stop myself from getting too salty. I just sit there and like, oh, what the hell is this? That's pretty much it. Or, where the hell's my team? Where's my team? I'm here on the point. Where's everybody? But that's the basic. As far as I go, I don't do the shouty, XQC scream. Who watches that besides 12-year-olds? I don't. I find that very annoying. I'm from the north. We're very polite. Hammer manners into me. Only rage quit once and I wasn't explosive about it. Yeah, we'll have to do some Overwatch gaming. I'm pretty good with tanking. We talked about this before. I like playing as Diva and Sigma, and sometimes Reinhardt. But you know what? June time frame. We'll have to do. That's when I think anniversary is around June, July. I've been saving up my my coins. Yeah, Ryan and Moira. I always butcher her name, and I always butcher Sumatra. What else do I mess up? Oh yeah, don't get me started on Torbjorn. It's Torbjorn. And occasionally I'll say Bridget instead of Brigida. It's funny. I play Paladins as well, which is similar to Overwatch. It's just called Torb, yeah. They have a similar character to Torb. He's it's called Barrack. I occasionally call him Torb. Like, watch out for Torb. Oh wait, no. Barrack. He's a small dwarf guy that puts down turrets, and he has shields. Oh, you also play Paladins. Very awesome. Very cool. We'll have to get some time in and start playing some Paladins and some Overwatch. Because I do like to mix it up occasionally. Oh, you're on Imani. Okay. See, even in Paladins, I like to go frontline. They messed up. I play Ashe a lot. But I felt like for her kit is not as powerful as it used to be. The same thing with Willow. Willow is actually pretty good. I've been practicing it with Willow and what's her name? The genie girl, the floating genie. Wow, I just feel bad now. Oh, you play Victor? Everyone plays Victor. I can't do. I'm pretty good with the floating genie until I remember her name. Ying, that's her name. I'm pretty good with Ying. I can do some healing with her. There's a healer I play as well, but not often. The healing class. I know there's Ying. There's what's her name? Oh damn! I gotta pull this up now. Io, that's another healer. I hate, just like I hate really good Tracer players, I hate Sky players. Oh god, I hate Sky. Especially in the hands of someone that knows her layouts. Let's see there. I don't know if you haven't played recently the new Yaggoth, that new character. There's another new character, Olivia. It feels like there's so many new characters that were just released in like a short amount of time. There was Vora, Yaggoth, and Octavia. It seems like they just came out every month or every other month. Their character list, I don't know how they're going to do this after next couple 10 or 12 character releases. That list is going to be huge. I mean, it's already what, 5? It's 5 levels deep now, and they only have like 3 or 4. No, they have 3 at the bottom. It looks so out of place. They gotta resize the images, but they can't go any smaller. Vivian is another one I play. Furia, that's who I'm thinking of. Yeah, but I mostly main Ash, Willow, Ying. It depends on how the team makeup is made, and everyone's gone flanking. I used to play Maeve a lot. I have to get. I had stopped playing her for some odd reason. I got to start doing that again. Yeah, and exactly, you're right. It's so customizable to your playstyle. Like in Overwatch, I can see that you can change different characters to counter what the other team is playing. With Paladins, you know this. I'm talking for everyone else who's watching or will watch later on. Is that it's so dependent on your card choice and stuff like that. And the team makeup is very important, especially it's a team-based game. You just don't go in and try to get as many kills and be a 1v5 everything, because you're not going to survive. You're going to be dead. D-E-D, dead. Alright, so let's see here. Yeah, it's a good thing with these when I make these videos, I kind of not write a script. I do bullet points, but I also write out the description that I'm going to use. So I kind of do my a lot of my work prior, so I'm not having to do that when I'm doing the upload. I can just simple copy and paste. Yeah, but speaking of paladins, I know they have. I started their battle pass about last month. The latest one. I wanted to get the Ying skin because it looks pretty cool, but they changed. They seem to be changing their battle passes a lot, and it's so grindy now. And it's also demoralizing when you hit a block of continuous losses. So your amount that you earn for the battle pass grind is not as much as if you're winning. Are you winning, son? No, Dad, I'm losing, but I'm having fun. But I've been noticing that the matchmaking is a little bit better. It's not as steamrolly games as it used to be, and I haven't played with many AFKers and throwers. Yeah, I'm not really fond of the grind. It's just, I want to have fun earning my battle pass levels, and that's pretty much it. I want to have fun. That's all. I have never played a ranked game in Overwatch. Well, I take that back. I have played a ranked game twice in Overwatch, and that was it. And Paladins, but that's pretty much it. I just hope, well, there's like 24 levels of the battle pass, and I think it's like 1 point something million points that you have to earn each section in order to get to the next level. To me, that is a grind. Sorry, I'm just taking off my shoes. I know they've gone through several iterations of their battle passes just in the past like year. It's ridiculous. And we know us from the ZPR podcast, we know someone who used to work at Funcom now works for High Res or Evil Mojo. we've been playing Paladins a little bit more and harping on him. It's like, can you guys fix this? It's not as good as it should be. Can you fix the matchmaking? Okay. And that is complete. I think I can go ahead and start wrapping up the stream. I had a lot of fun. I'm gonna be doing a lot more of these. What I'm thinking of doing is doing 2 and 2. 2 days Twitch, 2 days YouTube. Where I'll do a YouTube video like this where I record a video and for getting ready for editing or during the weekend, and maybe play a game or two towards the end. I'm copying the Harris Heller method of YouTube live streams where you do like a just chatting, or Sam Woodhall, where you're doing some graphic stuff. Because I've done that in the past before, right? I've created some free overlays that people can use. They're not the best. I'm still learning. It's just, I mean, I'm not tooting my own horn. I did a pretty good job. I mean, like this BRB screen here. I did. It's just, it's just simple, quick, to the point. It's nice. But yeah. Thank you for coming by, Naya. There was an excellent conversation we had tonight. So yeah, tomorrow over on Twitch, we'll be playing some more Fallout 76, the new locked and loaded expansion. Yeah, we'll call it an expansion for simplistic sake. It has been released today. It's not too bad. I haven't noticed any bugs for like the 20-30 minutes I was playing earlier today. We shall see if they have fixed anything regarding the stability issues while streaming and playing the game at the same time. Hopefully it has, so I don't have to be subjugated to a blue screen of death or a crash, but we shall see. So yeah, that's over on Twitch tomorrow starting at 9. My Twitch is the same thing here, is 2-Ton Waffle. Over there, same thing. Number 2-Ton Waffle. I should have some call to actions. I got to write that down for here on YouTube. But yeah, for next time, I'm not gonna be streaming. Tomorrow is my last day streaming this week because I have a busy weekend. I'm gonna be out of town, and I might do a bonus stream on. No, I can do it on Sunday, but I do have a live recording of the Geek 2.0 podcast on. No, not this Sunday. It's next week. Never mind. No, it's this Sunday. It's this Sunday. Wow, I'm getting my schedule all mixed up. But yeah, this video that I edited will be over on the Collective Network YouTube channel. I'll get you the deets. Wow, the deets. Ugh. Do people actually say that these days? The Utes. What do the Utes say? So there's a Collective Networks YouTube channel. It's a section. It's a network I have set up for the podcast to be on. I'm gonna have the upcoming podcasts I'm gonna be doing with Captain Oates. We believe we're gonna be setting up that shortly, where we'll be talking about indie games and going over those. It's to be coming soon. And also these videos for streaming help and streamer Nova sections over there. 2-Ton Waffle content is going to be gaming related. So I'm going to be adding some more gaming videos here on the YouTubes. But until tomorrow, I'll see you guys later. And be sure to hit that bell, like, subscribe, hit that bell, smash that like, and do all the things, you know, what you should do on YouTube. No, I'm calling it the Tubes of You. That sounds bad as well. Anyways, have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening.